Namaste to the soul group, subconscious community, star family, soul family, anyone else tune into this video right now from across this planet of Gaia here. What's up, everyone, man? What's up with the soul group, man? All right, man. So sticking with my characteristic thing, I'm making a video around midnight right now. So, damn, what's the date? Let's figure it out. Well, actually, yeah, it's almost my birthday. Um, So let's see. Today was Easter, the 21st. So it's about to be the 22nd of April. About you know, with less than an hour away from the 22nd of April, which is Earth Day. So hell yeah, man. It's a very fitting Earth Day. Because we're here to talk about transits today, and the particular transit we're going to highlight is Sun conjunct Uranus, and this happens to be occurring on Earth Day this year. So the reason Earth Day, reason they have it there is because it's Taurus season, right? And it's actually the degree of Taurus, which is the quote super exaltation, or aka the highest exaltation or the highest heaven of the moon, which represents um, which is a very very powerful force, very powerful connection to Gaia, our planet. They're one and the same. They are a part of each other, a yin and yang. So um, that's just like a fun little tidbit. But let's just, without further ado, let's just dive into the transits, man, starting with Sun conjunct Uranus, because we start with the sun anyway. And finally, man, so oh yeah, by the way, my birthday, I mentioned it, so I might as well finish that out. It's on Tuesday, right? So it's basically tomorrow. Hell yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'm turning 22. um Fuck it, man. But man, so the sun is just entering 2 degrees Taurus right now, which is the same degree that Uranus is on. So, the sun has finally moved on from Aries, but it's still here on the cusp of power between Aries and Taurus, between cardinal fire and fixed earth, right? So, Aries, the cardinal fire, initiative, and initiating and creating new ways of seeing and feeling, right? Masculine Mars, the ram. But now you got Taurus, the bull, right? It's the cusp of power. You put fixed earth together with cardinal fire. You get a goddamn volcano spouting like a motherfucker. That's what you get. So, Taurus, the fixed earth element, is basically a volcano or a boulder, and then Aries is basically, the spark, the electricity, right? So that's what puts it together as a lava cusp of the fire earth, but specifically like a volcano, lava shit, man. We on that magma shit. So, you know, but here we're on the earth side of this cusp, so we're hiking down the volcano right now. We already got past the sparks, right? We came up through the volcano, now we're coming down the volcano, finna solidify, get a little colony going, get a little settlement going, on some of that igneous rock, whatever you call it, pumice, right? Pumice. All right, man. Losing topic a little bit, just talking about the sun there on 2 degrees Taurus, right? So, um, you know, this is fixed Earth, Taurus, the bull, feminine side of Venus, representing the fixed Earth element of the zodiac, right? So being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical. It's the practicality side of the left brain, the yin side of the left brain. So this deals with very practical energy, right? Um, and so we have Uranus on this exact same degree as the sun right now too. So Uranus dealing with change and opposition and rebellion, as well as originality and uniqueness. Standing out amongst a crowd. It's kind of like that great grandfather, even godfather or something type energy. More like great grandfather, like the guy who used to fuck your great grandma, and like all this type of shit. It's funny, man. That's Uranus, man. He used to mix and mingle with all these planets around here more, but now he's outcasted. He chose, he moved his ass out there for the orbit. So science confirms. So So this is what we have. We have a tremendous opportunity for change here. We can have world and paradigm changing events, paradigm shifts, with this type of energy, because Uranus here is actually going to be in Taurus, they say, for the next 7 years, because it's not going to go retrograde again, supposedly. So it's just going to be transiting through Taurus, through that second house, right? Second celestial house. So this is a new paradigm, no doubt. And Taurus is particularly with Uranus transiting the sign, are going to basically have the spotlight and be looked at as an example for, what the fuck everyone needs to do. And basically being able to shine in your own uniqueness and originality, be your OG original self, be your authentic self, which comes with a lot of goddamn responsibility. And to be honest, there's no better sign fit to carry it out than Taurus. But there's also no sign that can be harder to work with than a stubborn, low vibrational Taurus. So, man, any sign can be amazing, or high or low, but it depends on where you vibe at, where your frequency at. But you know, oh yeah, here's the moon too. By the way, I thought I'd show that. Let's turn this light off so you can see that. Y'all can see that. That's the Antares moon right there, baby. 8 degrees Sagittarius. We're gonna get to that later in the video, but dig her. She looked beautiful tonight. She just ascended. Creamy, man. We're real creamy. She was, cheesy coming up that eastern horizon, man. Straight cheesy, man. Like a damn, covered in something, man. Getting sidetracked, man. Let's talk transits, because before I know it's gonna be a half an hour video, because we got a lot of nice planets and transits to talk about. uh, you know, planets still hanging out together, man, clicking up, hanging out in signs, conjuncting each other, aspecting each other, and such. So, the Sun conjunct Uranus, that's super fat, man. So we can, experience tremendous shifts and changes, opposition, rebellion, but how that will look, you know, is through the sun energy, which is in Taurus, right? So the sun representing our conscious awareness and actions, right? So the way things look, really, the way things play out. And that energy is going to be playing out through the stubborn fixed earth element, being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical, right? Taurus, feminine Venus. So we're going to be articulating through, rulership of the five senses, which is what Taurus rules, right? The feminine side, all the fine things in life, what we love and hold dear, things that we won't compromise. Libra's willing to compromise. That's masculine Venus. Taurus ain't willing to compromise for shit, man. The moon's exalted here, man. There's no compromising here, man. There's no compromising. You know, you can go up to a bull and you can be in its presence, but you'll know if you're not welcome, and you better get the fuck out of that bull's presence, basically. And especially if there's more than one. Damn, you're messing with some powerful forces there. So that's why they call it the cusp of power, where Sun and Uranus are now. So big changes, man. Lava cusp, literal explosions. And it's only a degree away from my Sun degree of Taurus, which is 3 degrees, right? So my birthday is on the 23rd coming up here, which 3 degrees Taurus will be somewhat into that day, and that'll be cool. That's my flight date. Shout out to the flight boss, Archangel Uriel. But Antares Moon looking over us as we making this video, baby. What's up? What's up, Uriel, baby? All right, so yeah, man. So that about does it for that. We'll move on from that, But let's just talk about this energy. It's aspecting closely the energies of well, actually, um, a lot of the planets left Pisces. We still have Neptune in Pisces, so we still have the ability to create illusions, powerful illusions, dealing with being, mutable and adaptable to our own and other people's ways of dealing with the feelings and emotions. You know, this is we'll be able to create illusions and dreams, and have dreams of this nature, and we'll be able to. There'll be an opportunity between that energy and that body, and then the bodies of the Sun and Uranus and Taurus, right? With that very opposing, rebellious energy, very strong, powerful energy right there. So very big stuff, man. Very big stuff going on there. But another cool thing, so right in between there, right, is Venus and Mercury, who have now transited into Aries. So the Sun just moved on from Aries, which we already talked about, is cardinal fire, the first celestial house. Number one, initiating and creating new ways of seeing and feeling, right? Masculine Mars. So once again, no compromising, but it's a different thing. And so Mercury's here, transited finally finally got the fuck out of Pisces. I'm so happy about that. I can't even tell you. That Pisces stretch was long, man. Mercury was there for like damn near 2 months, I think, man. That was crazy shit. So glad Mercury's out of damn Pisces, but now it's in Aries. So, you know, thinking and communication and knowledge and left brain rationality, analyzation type energies, criticizing type energies, this Mercury thought intellect, right? This is going to be playing out through the cardinal fire type energy. And it's also conjunct Venus. So our love and appreciation and values and art and things like this are now in the cardinal fire aspect too. Masculine Mars, which really Venus doesn't mess with at all. She falls, or she's in detriment actually in Aries. So she doesn't like being here, man. She's going to have to... yeah, man, I don't want to get too gruesome in the video, but she might have to get down with some cats she doesn't want to get down with. Who knows, man? Who knows, man? So, up here in Aries, so this is a very strong, forward-moving spark of creativity and of electricity type of energy with that Aries. So, moving on from those two, right? So that's beautiful. Trine, let's just go straight to the trine. So those energies of Mercury and Venus are love and appreciation, values and art, mixed with our thinking and communication here in Aries, cardinal fire. Is trine giving us a 120-degree angle or a gift, right? Versus the sextile gave us more of an opportunity. Trine's giving us a massive gift here with Jupiter. They're not really, the aspects are close, or they're far from perfecting, but it's still powerful because it's a fire trine between mutable and cardinal fire. So Sagittarius being the mutable sign, right? Um, um, Representing being mutable and adaptable to your own and others' ways of seeing and feeling, very philosophical type energy. This is masculine Jupiter, and this is where we have Jupiter transiting right now at this moment, 24 degrees Sagittarius. Retrograde too. So Jupiter retrograde now in full effect. So we also have the moon here, as I said, right there. Moon's right there. 8 degrees Sagittarius at this moment, conjunct the royal fixed star Antares, the heart of the scorpion, Archangel Uriel. So that's cool, man. If you don't know about the royal stars, then hit up Dolo the Pilot Man's channel, and what the fuck are you doing, basically? How you didn't know that you in hell. Shout outs, man. So many shout outs. But the moon being here in Sagittarius really, really gives us a strong emotional backing with Jupiter, right? Which deals with our right brain, higher knowledge and wisdom and experience and spirituality. This is what Jupiter deals with, versus it's the polar opposite of Mercury. So Mercury is the left brain, logical thinking side. Jupiter is the imaginative, philosophical, jovial, expansive side. Mercury is more the contractive side, thoughts, thoughts flickering. Jupiter is more like gases escaping, and so energy escaping, really giving off energy more than broadcasting or channeling. But with the moon being there, it adds an extra, basically this is our subconscious, this is our realm, basically our yin realm right now. So the moon representing, our reactions and responses to the world that we're living in right now, our motivation, our emotions and feelings, where we're vibing right now, what's basically motivating us and acting, and the hidden force behind what causes us to act. And at the moment it's in fiery but also fixed earth type of ways. So fiery, earthy ways, very lava type energy right now. A lot of planets in fire and a lot of planets in earth. Damn, almost all of the planets are in fire and earth right now. Actually, Neptune's the only planet that's in water, and everything else is in fire and earth. Damn, that's crazy. So let's finish up the video, man. So, with the moon conjunct Jupiter there, that's crazy. As well as trine Mercury and Venus, a lot of energy right there, a lot of gift type energy. So, just like, digging more into that, we have the ability to express, think, and communicate, aka Mercury, our love and appreciation values, aka, oh, dude, I was totally tripping. I forgot about Mars, but we'll get there in a sec. Can't forget about Mars, man. But we'll be able to communicate through Mercury our love and appreciation values, art through Venus, conjunct in fixed air, or sorry, what am I saying? Cardinal fire, right? And we'll be able to do that in a very, very wise way, a very knowledgeable way, but also in a way that, um, may be bringing up a lot of elements from the past and things like this, with the retrograde effect of Jupiter. So, yeah, man, it's crazy shit, man. But yeah, so what happens is I forgot about Mars. So let's talk about House Lords. So the House Lord of Aries, where Mercury and Venus are transiting right now, is Mars, which is now a sextile from Mercury and Venus over in Gemini. So I was tripping. Mars and Neptune are the only two planets not in fire and earth. Everyone else is in fire and earth. But Mars is in Gemini right now, about 14 degrees. So, that's mutable air, right? So being mutable and adaptable to your own and others' ways of thinking and communicating. It's that masculine Mercury side again. So, Mars being in a sign ruled by Mercury and Mercury being in a sign ruled by Mars, and they're sextiling each other right now. Tremendous opportunities with thinking and communicating and logic, thinking, right? Logical thought and passion and motivation, desire, willpower, which is what Mars represents, energy. And Aries exemplifies this. The Aries energy signature of cardinal fire exemplifies this. Um, and so, with Mars being a sextile here with a 60-degree angle from these planets, it gives us an opportunity there. So, Mars rules that house. So even though Venus is in detriment there, she still could potentially get a lot of help from Mars there. That's how we can use it if you're riding the wave and you're utilizing these energies, making them work for you and not getting pimped out by them. Rather, you're doing the pimping. You know what I'm saying? If you can dig. You're talking about, use that Mars, use that passion and that willpower and that motivation and desire, that at the moment is playing out through thoughts and communication of not just yourself, but others, perhaps a lot more others than yours. It's a very vast perspective. That's what Gemini represents, the twins. So they can go forever. There's two of them, man. If you're not done talking to one, then you can talk to the other. They don't stop communicating and thinking. They don't stop, um, thinking. Basically, they're very energetic and logical, especially when Mars is transiting through there. So, so that's just a little tidbit there. You can utilize a lot of those energies. They're coming together to give us tremendous opportunities, as well as trines. Mars is opposing Jupiter, right? Gemini and Sagittarius. So, squaring Neptune. Jupiter and Mars are both squaring Neptune, but Jupiter and Mars are opposing each other. So, they're opposing forces right now. But this is a very interesting energy too. So our passions, willpowers, desires, our motivation is at a complete 180 opposition, completely opposite of our what's wise for us to do. What's wise for us to do, knowledge and wisdom. Jupiter side, right? So that's crazy shit, man. So there's just a little tidbit on there. And now I think we're finally going to finish it up here with, oh yeah, it's not just Jupiter and Sagittarius, it's the moon too. So they're both opposing and squaring the planets that I mentioned. Go back if you don't remember. And so last but not least, definitely not least, actually it's kind of least because we are talking about Pluto, but we're talking about Pluto and Saturn, both here in Capricorn, the 10th celestial house, transiting together, damn near conjunct. They're only within, they're within about 3-4 degrees of each other right now. So that's insane. So let's just talk about that real quick. Let's talk about the Capricorn energy signature of the 10th house. This is dealing with, fuck, I was on a roll.